Hey guys, so I did a few problems before I started the session or the recording, but I wanted to kind of share with you. If you take a look at question number 6, there are quite a few pieces in the word problem that you really need to focus on. What I would recommend doing is focusing on the numbers. You can see 60, 15, two pairs, and P are really important with this word problem. And then once you've read the problem multiple times, you can start figuring out what it's asking. It's essential that you read the word problem literally 3 or 4 times and work it out and really think about what is it truly asking. So Carla has at most $60. That means she has from $0 to $60. She doesn't have any more to spend on clothes. She wants to buy 2 pairs of pants and she has a 15 off coupon. As you guys know, 15 off, 15 less, 15 away, take away. These are subtraction kind of words that relate to taking away, minus, negative. And what we're going to be doing is representing P in dollars for pairs of pants. Well, she wants to buy 2 pairs of pants, so that's 2P. And you have a coupon that is taking away $15, and she wants to spend less than $60, okay? And it also includes the $60 amount when you have the equal sign. So if you take a look, A and B obviously don't fit that example. I don't have any idea where they got 29, but usually what'll happen, test makers will make two answers that are quite similar. And the only difference with C and D is that you have a adding $15 and a taking away $15. And obviously this is the taking away the $15 that you are subtracting from the overall cost, and D is the correct answer. But once again, you really want to focus on the numbers in word problems. I like to underline them, mark them, highlight them. If you have a scratch paper when you're taking your digital assessment, write them down. Number 7, you want to focus on, once again, the cost. Those will be numbers. These are different objects. And then you can see that they represent X, Y, and Z for the quantity of bikes purchased. A, B, C, and D all are quite similar. This is really tricky. So if you really read this multiple times, this is probably the most important information, the amount purchased. So 150 times, let's say 5 bikes, and then 150 times another 5 bikes, and then let's say they buy 10 speeds. That's 10 times 150. Once again, the distributed property, you can see they're multiplying the number outside of the parentheses. But what really throws you off, and as you know the 10 speed is 25 more, is this additional 25Z, because as you can see there's a difference of $25 from 150 to 175. Not that important. Hopefully there is not a word problem that is this challenging. That was really a tough problem. The next strategy I'd like to talk to you guys about is plug and play. What that means is you take a possible answer and you just plug it into the equation. And as you can see here, Chris is budgeting. This person's going to be buying pants and shirts, and they don't want to spend any more than $110. So you have $110. You have the pants that are $19.50, and then $14.25 per shirt. X refers to the quantity of shirts. And so if I buy 10 shirts, what do you know? I've already gone over my $110 budget. So D is wrong. What I would recommend when you plug in these numbers, cross out obviously the incorrect answers. And once again, with multiple choice, sometimes they can have multiple correct answers. You guys have heard order of operations. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally for a while, but it's not only until 6th or 7th grade when you start using the parentheses and the exponents. Obviously, these are parentheses, and then the small little numbers over a variable or over a number are called powers. They're exponents. And basically what that means is you're multiplying that base. So if 9 is the base, you're multiplying that by itself twice. So 9 times 9. And if you look at x squared, we're going to be plugging in 3 to the second power. And so that would make it 9. So let me grab a drawing marker or tool. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just y equals 2. So I'm going to make this y2. Once again, they're telling you the value of the variable. And x is 3. So I'm going to just kind of plug in the numbers for that variable. When you have a variable next to a coefficient, remember that's multiplication. So this number is not 23. It's actually 2 times 3 squared. So I'm going to now do the parentheses first. And 2 plus 1 is 3. Well, I could actually, you would obviously tackle that first with this next equation as well. Once we've done the parentheses, we're going to do the exponents. So we have 3 squared over here. This is going to be a 9. And remember, this 9 is going to be multiplied by the 2. And now we are multiplying the 2 times the 3. So basically what we have is we have 2 times 3, which is 6, plus 2 times 9, which is 18, and it equals 24. If you were to move in a different direction, or let's say you just kind of eeny, meeny, miny mode, you multiplied first, you added and subtracted, then you did the parentheses, you would get a different answer. You really have to go step number 1, locate the parentheses. Step number 2, look at the exponents, then multiply, then divide, and then move from left to right when you're at addition and subtraction. For example, this problem was really challenging. If you don't follow the order of operations correctly, you'll make a mistake. So we're going to do parentheses first. Obviously 14 minus 8 is 6, and now we're going to rewrite it. That's 6 squared, which means 6 times 6, and then we have a plus 6 and a 9 squared. So I've done parentheses, and now what I'm going to be doing is doing exponents. So I am multiplying 9 times 9, which is 81. This is 36, and then we're going to add the 6. All right, so we're going to move from left to right when we get to addition and subtraction. We don't have any multiplication, and we don't have any division, and so what we're going to do is we're going to take away 36 from 81, and that's 45, and then we add 6, and guess what? This is why I like to solve the problems first before looking at the answers. By not knowing the answer and then finding it, the odds are if I get 51 here and it's here, pretty much have solved this correctly. So guys, that was problems 6 through 10. Once again, there are, to summarize, when attacking word problems, focus on the quantity, look at numbers and letters or variables that represent a certain situation. Order of operations, don't forget, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, follow those steps so that you solve these problems correctly. On to video number 3.